Okay, if the thought of choosing a paint color makes you psychotic, stick around.
Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money, money,
If your space feels almost right but never finished, this episode will fix that. If you're guessing with color, the room will never feel right. And most people are just guessing. So whether they realize it or not, trust me, they're guessing. They'll buy furniture in one color, they'll buy art in another color, pillows in some random color or theme or pattern, and then they wonder why their space feels so chaotic. So in this video, I'm going to give you a simple system for choosing colors that work in any apartment, any style, any budget without overthinking it. So does your room feel off? If it's not the furniture placement, it's most likely your paint. So most rooms, they kind of feel crappy because the colors, they're just not working together. Color is what your brain notices first. So before the layout of the furniture, before the decor, before the details, when there are too many unrelated colors, they're just competing for attention. Your space feels busy, even if it's clean and not busy at all. So the goal isn't more color, the goal is the right color. Okay, so there's this thing called the 3-color rule that actually works. This is the rule you need to remember whenever you're picking out any of your paint colors. Every room should be built around these 3 colors: 1 main neutral, 1 secondary color, and 1 accent color. And yes, I know monochromatic really is a thing that can look super kick-ass if you're a design guru, but we're not there yet, Grasshopper. So your main neutral takes up most of the room. So think like walls, large furniture, rugs. This is usually like white, beige, gray, something warm or neutral in any color tone. Your secondary color supports the space. So this shows up in like furniture, curtains, bedding. Your accent color is used sparingly. Pillows, art, decor, maybe one small chair or stool or something. If you're using more than 3 colors, that's when the room starts looking really crazy, really messy, unless you're a professional. Okay, this third part, most get wrong, don't worry. The most common mistake I see is too many accent colors. You don't need blue pillows and green art and brown throws and black frames and gold decor, and it's kind of silent in my living room, but trust me, it's put together well. All of that in the same room, that's not personality, that's just visual noise if you have no idea what you're doing. And another mistake I usually see guys make is making everything the same color.
Erroneous! Erroneous!
So everything's gray or everything's beige or everything's black. That's safe, but it's also why the room feels flat. You need contrast. Just the right amount of contrast though. Just stick to the formula. Okay, so the fourth thing to follow is where color should actually go. So it might not be where you think. No, not there. Okay, here is an easy way to think about it. Keep the big surfaces neutral. Walls, sofas, beds, large rugs. Add a little color through the smaller repeatable items, pillows, throws, art, accessories, things like that. So you got a little bit of gold in this and a little bit of gold in that, then they're going to connect. They're not going to fight each other out. Why? Because small items, they're super easy to change. Big items, they're not easy to change. You can't just go change your, $5,000 rug or an entire wall that's painted a certain color. All right, so keep that in mind. Pillows, you can change. Oh God, my new pillow. Okay. Anywho. Okay, so the fifth thing to remember is how to make your colors feel intentional. Here's the trick that makes rooms feel designed. Repeat your accent color at least 3 times in the room. That could be a pillow, it could be a piece of art, a decorative object, you get the point. When your eye sees the same color more than 1 time, it feels planned. It's like, okay, there's nothing just to like smack me in the head. So one random pop of color feels feels accidental, but your eye moving and wanting more, this will make repetition feel intentional. And the sixth little tidbit is if your room feels chaotic right now, don't start buying new stuff, okay? How you fix a room that already feels off, you need to start by removing color if it's not the furniture placement. Take out anything that doesn't fit your 3-color rule. You can always add it back later, and 9 times out of 10, the room will immediately feel calmer. Then it's your judgment call. If it feels too plain still, add another controlled, add an accent in black. It'll finish it off. So this last piece of advice is that good color choices don't scream for attention. They quietly hold the room together, okay? God.
Take 2.
And remember, good color choices do not scream for attention. They just quietly hold the room together. If this helped you see your space differently, subscribe for more no BS home decor advice. And coming up in episode 13, we're talking about how to mix styles without your space feeling confused. What? Oh yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.